Leslie, just to, I guess, finish off on this bit, transitioning from an old ATS to a new one, you've talked a lot about
Mhm.
data migration.
Yeah,
What are your thoughts on this?
I would say data migration is probably one of the biggest and key things that you need to think about when you're transitioning. So you kind of need to stick to your new ATS vendor really, really closely to make sure, obviously, that no data is lost and to ensure, obviously, data integrity. So I think Mike touched on it, I would potentially test it with some small data sets before you go full in and do your whole sort of full migration. And if you can, I don't know if all ATSs do this, but sort of run both ATS systems in parallel before shutting down your old ATS. That gives you a little bit of breathing space. And as Mike just said, I would definitely think about devising a set of training, troubleshooting materials that's clear guidance that your users can access at any time, and make sure also on that point, make sure you know what support is available for you from your new ATS vendor. Um, because they're going to be crucial in the first sort of few weeks, month after you implement that. When things come up, you need a really quick sort of support system from them to ensure that any kind of niggles are ironed out quite quickly.
Mm.
Yeah, because God, could jeopardize
Yeah,
the whole
yeah,
migration, right? Yeah.
yeah,
I always
absolutely.
think data migration for some people that don't go through this, that people don't implement applicant tracking systems on a regular basis. And therefore, when if you're moving or transitioning from one platform to another and you've got a whole bunch of data that's really valuable to you as a business that you want to take with you to a new platform, it can be really daunting to
Yeah,
even think about, what fields have I got? What data have I got? What's available in a new platform? How are we going to map that across? And often businesses don't have that level of kind of experience and expertise to map data from one platform to another, especially if they don't understand what the ATS does and the landscape and the team that are using it. We partner with a company called Data Migrator, and this is literally all they do. It's run by it's run by a guy called Gerald Morgan. So if anyone is kind of thinking about migrating from one ATS to another and doesn't really understand the whole migration piece, reach out to Gerald. He is an absolute superstar in this space.